Few places are richer in tradition, more steeped in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns will kick it away first.
Set to advance on the field.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. A first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll let it go down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Longhorns pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Offense picking up steam, 1st and 10 from the 31. Hand off from the shotgun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Looking for space. It's Blue. Hit the afterburners, kid. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll try to get it in with the run. There's a live football. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Yeah, and you run a play that's conservative. You're going to hand the football over, and you think nothing bad's going to happen. And, man, if he doesn't just cough it up, terrible timing. Get inside that 5-yard line, ready to make a play, score some points. Instead, the defense recovers the football.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Working that left side now. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches.
Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. He fires to the left side. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire now on second down. They're trying to get to it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. To the air, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. The 30. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Setting up the screen. Bulls his way forward. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. He wants to throw here on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Ewers. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Caught over the middle, it's Blue. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there.
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
Just a really nice job defensively, too, not giving up on the play, right? You didn't sack him initially, but guys were still in hot pursuit and chasing. And this front 7 defensively, they've got a lot of speed and athleticism, and they're able to stay on the quarterback's heels and force him out of bounds for a loss.
And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Howard. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. And it's loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He tries to take the top off. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
That QB might want to register as a 501c3. With the amount of donations he is making to the other team right now, interception number 4 now, putting his team in a bad position time and time again. We might want to start thinking about a change here.
He's going to run it. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Pocket looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Ohio State.
The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bond. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Caught behind the line, it's Blue.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
This time they'll go to the running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
He's brought down near the 4-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Third and short from the 49 is this 4-down territory. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that 4th down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum, help them go crazy, help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big 4th down conversion.
Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Touch pass on the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. Ohio State 3, Texas 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Got his man down the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. It's a one-score game lead, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Looking to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps. Man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Ewers. Coming after him. Fires to the wideout.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
On third down, going up top. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The Buckeyes enter the final minute with the lead. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. Tackled immediately after the catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed on the outside, it's Scott.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter. He'll take a deep shot here. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed.